Thank everybody. Leah knows that if you are going to have success in the cannabis business, you need a Jamaican on board. And so she has all the ingredients. She has the reggae music and everything. So I know this is going to be good. In 2011, I came to Boston and I was in search of a job. I responded to an ad in the papers and I went to Boston and I met with Leah and her business partner at the time for an interview, and they said I could use you. Now it was insulation. And coming out of Jamaica, we don't do quite a lot of that. So I was green. I was green. And anyway, we got started, and my initial reaction was just being impressed by this little woman she was in the attics with us, she was in knee walls with us, and the way you see her here, that's how she comes to work every day. There is never a dull moment. She's always full of life, always full of energy. And, she poured everything she knew. And I was like, how does she know so much? But I have come over the years to realize that she's a woman who prepares. If she's going into something, she goes in with everything. And so she dug deep. She made sure she understood all the nuances, everything about the business, so that those of us who were coming on who did not know anything about it, she was able to pour into us and taught us everything she knew. And when she was done with that and was not satisfied, she sought out programs that were run by the state or private companies, and she would come and say, Corbert, you have to leave your house for 2 weeks. I'm sending you to Springfield for training. Or Corbert, you'll be out for 2 days. You need to go get this training. And after all these years, I'm still in it. I have done all kinds of things. I am a certified building performance analyst. So it has been good. Every cent I have made since I have come here is through the program I'm working in, which got started with Leah. But what I want to say is that Leah is who you see here. She, when we were at Green Beginnings, I remember we were insulating virtually every inch of Boston. And we were working for this company that was subletting from the utility companies, and they wouldn't pay us. And we ran for weeks and weeks and weeks, and Leah was paying everything. She dried her account. She took money from everywhere she could find it. She was borrowing money from relatives. And when she could find no more, and we still were going on without pay, she got up one day and she said, all right, it's either or. And I know she went someplace in her room and she grabbed her 9mm and went to the company and put it on the manager's desk and said, it's either going to be this or a check. and you can bet what happened. She left there smiling because they really gave her a hard time. I remember inspectors coming and I would like, why doesn't Leah just leave them? But she was always arguing. She was always standing up for us and defending us, and after a while they learned the lesson that they had to leave her alone. Leah loved people. She loves people dearly. And I think I used to say to the guys, the reason she loves me more than the rest of you is because I am blacker than the rest of you. But she dearly loves people, and she will give her all to make sure that those that are around her, those who work for her, are happy and that their family. She knows. I sometimes, I haven't spoken to her for a long while, but when I see her next, she will ask me about my kids and my wife, and she remembers how old they are and all of that. Just, impressed with her care and her concern. Over the years, I have ran to her on many occasions. She is kind of my go-to person. Her living room has been my conference room. And many times, nights, we have been there and we sit up and we talk and she gives me advice and she gives me direction. And one thing I've learned, those of you who are still working with her, who are new to her, some evenings I'll call her and I'm like, Leah, I need to talk to you. Can I come down? And she would be, yes, Corbett, but I am having dinner over at this restaurant. You can come join me. And sometimes I'm like, I don't have any money. But Leah, I already ate. Can I meet you at your house? But I learned after a while that when you go to dinner with her, she foots the bill. So, so I have learned wherever she is, if she says, I'm eating, I'm coming over. Because I know the bill will be paid. But Leah is a great person, and over the years we have formed a close relationship. I consider her my friend, my advisor, and I can only wish those of you who have come on program with her now and those who will benefit from the program, this is real, and she will do everything to make sure that you are as prepared as you possibly can. I wish you all the best, and as you go forward, I will be listening out for the success stories. Thank you very much, and God bless you.